Wyclef Jean, BKS1 Radio. Let's go.
This is Essence Atkins, and this is BKS1 Radio.
Hi, this is Melba Moore, and you're listening to BKS1 Radio.
Yo, check it out. What's the deal? This the chef. Giving a big shout out to my peoples. Big KS, you already know what it is. Salute.
What's up? It's your girl Monifa, and I'm hanging with BKS1 Radio.
Hi, I'm Iyanla Van Zandt, and you're listening to BKS1 Radio.
BKS Radio, baby.
Hey, this is Jasmine Guy for BKS1 Radio.
What's going on? This is Lamont Rooker, and this is BKS1 Radio.
Shout out to BKS1, the best kept damn secret in the business.
Hey, what's up? This is Raven Goodwin from BET's Being Mary Jane, and shout out to BKS1.
Hi, this is Leon, and you're watching BKS1 Radio.
BKS1. God bless y'all. Good morning. What's up, people?
What's up? What's up? What's up, good people? How did this come off that? Yes.
Man Cave Morning Show.
Yes.
It's going down.
Yes.
You already know, man. You already know, man. Happy Tuesday to everybody.
Yes.
Salute, peace, and blessings. All right. First and foremost, let's get these introductions on the way.
Yes.
To my right, the man with the plan, and together we understand. We call him what?
Smooth P. And my brother dressed to me in the white. He never liked to fight. We call him the one, the only Storm Norm, the General.
Salute, peace, and blessings, y'all. Because it's all about love, man. Love and unity, bruh.
Peace and harmony.
You know what I'm saying? It's all about love and unity. But anyway, man, shout out to everybody watching us live right now on YouTube. Salute. And that's BKS1 Radio TV on YouTube. If you want to watch us on YouTube. Shout out to everybody watching us live on the mother site, WBKS1.com. You can go there right now. You can see us right now. You can listen to us right now. And, you know, that's just another platform. Shout out to everybody watching us live on Twitter and Periscope. Salute, peace, and blessings. You can check us out right now on Twitter at Storm of BKS1.
Yes.
All right, on Twitter and Periscope. And shout out to everyone checking us out on FB. Salute, peace, and blessings. And don't forget the TuneIn app, man. Listen, if you don't have the TuneIn app by now, download it. It's free, people.
Free 99.
Listen to all your favorite radio stations across the land. And guess who's on there? BKS1 Radio is on there doing what we do. And, you know, just rocking out, man. So shout out to everybody. We're going to get some FB love real quick.
Yes.
Let's get some FB love real quick. They rolling in. We see y'all. Y'all trickling in. Shout out to DT on the check-in. Shout out to my man Barry B on the check-in. Shout out to Kim's Cooking on the check-in. What's up, Diva? Shout out to my man Mal Davis. Shirts and stuff on the check-in. Number one sponsor, the BKS1 Radio.
Yes.
Shout out to Janine Williams on the check-in. Shout out to Chappelle Taylor. Chappelle Show. Shout out to Kaz Minor on the check-in. Kaz, what's good, man? Shout out to Tracy Napoleon on the check-in. Naya, what's good? Spill it. Shout out to Stacy Newton on the check-in. Shout out to Denise Sparrow on the check-in. Shout out to Greg Booth. What's up, cousin, on the check-in? And I see y'all trickling in. Shout out to my man Jay Smooth on the check-in. And everybody, man, trickling in. We're going to have an awesome show for y'all.
Yes, sir. That's how we do.
First and foremost, bro, how you been, man? How you doing, man?
I'm good.
You don't ask that enough of
true.
each other, man. How you doing, bro?
I'm good. You know, we had a busy week this week, so I'm going to apologize to all our fans for yesterday. It was my fault. We had a super busy weekend.
He was unprofessional.
And I'll be honest, I was knocked out. We had all long nights, so my body was like,
and I did too, bro. And I still showed up.
I know. I hear you.
I was burnt.
My body was like, well, you got to do what today? So I apologize. But I'm here today. We here. Here in the morning time for the Man Cave.
Well, listen. You already know last week it was official because we had everything popping last week, man.
Yes.
So, you know, we had the after work ride, which will be this Thursday.
Yes.
Got to go there this Thursday, people.
Come through, y'all.
To Galveston, Kenilworth, New Jersey. Go there this Thursday. It's the after work ride from 7 p.m. to midnight. We rocking out. BKS1 Radio presents it, of course, powered by BKS1 Radio. Shout out to Gavelstone, but get there this Thursday, the after work ride. All right, you already know, man. Your fave DJs, DJ Storm on the General, DJ Smooth P, DJ Jess, DJ KT, DJ Big H. You're going to see one of us or a couple of us up in the building. So make sure y'all come and y'all enjoy that. The after work ride. Listen. Man. I didn't know Gavelstone's food was banging like that.
Yeah,
their food is definitely pretty good. Mm-hmm. They got some drink specials popping. You buy 2, you get 1 free.
Yes.
Buy 2 drinks, you get 1 free. Mm-hmm. So you can really act like you a baller at Gavelstone. All right, so come on out this Thursday and rock with us. And, of course, you know where we at. Friday night, Friday Night Live. It's the Happy Hour Mix. It's going down. It's official. All right? Come on, man. Powered by BKS1 Radio. Fridays located at 1315 Centennial Avenue, Piscataway, New Jersey. It's going down. Of course, your boy DJ Storm Norm. The same lineup. We always just love to rock out, have a good time. We play everything from the classics to the current. You know what I'm saying? All that feel-good music. So come on out to TGI Friday. So now you got something to do Thursday night, and you got something to do Friday night with BKS1 Radio, because this is how we get down, all right? So salute, peace, and blessings. DL said, let's start the show.
Yo, Hughley, listen to the Man Cave Morning Show on BKS1 Radio. It's Yo, Hughley, listen to the Man Cave Morning Show on BKS1 Radio. It's Yo, Hughley, listen to the Man
Thank you, bro, for telling them that.
We appreciate it.
No doubt. Let's clap it up. Let's get some real claps.
We got
all right, so now.
Electronic ones acting up.
Yeah. We gonna start the show off like this. Lot going on, man. Lot going on. So, all right, I wanna shout out law enforcement. You know, because listen, we got some stories where we can't really shout them out and show them some love, and we got some stories where we gotta show them some love. So they averted 3 mass shooters.
Oh, wow.
They averted 3 mass shooters.
Definitely clapped that
up. So shout out to law enforcement for that. And here's one of these jokers right here. So let me read y'all a little bit of the story. All right. So 3 mass shooting plots were thwarted in recent days with the arrest of 3 men in unrelated cases. Authorities in Connecticut, Florida, and Ohio said.
Wow.
All right. Tips from the public aided in the 3 arrests, which occurred on Thursday and Friday. Police in each case said the men, all white and in their 20s, posted online or sent text messages with threats of committing mass shootings. The arrests come amid renewed cries for legislation to change the country's gun laws in the wake of mass shootings in California, Texas, and Ohio. Multiple false alarm and host shooting scares have also kept the nation on edge in recent weeks. Here's what we know about the 3 cases real quick. So the first one, all right, this guy right here. This guy.
Angry Man.
Yeah, Angry Man Johnson.
For no reason.
Yeah. Okay, so this guy, Connecticut, the Connecticut one. Brandon Wagshaw, 22 of Norwalk, was arrested on 4 counts of illegal possession of large capacity magazines, the city's police department said Thursday. Wagshaw was arrested after a joint investigation from Norwalk Police and the FBI was opened after federal authorities received a tip that he was allegedly trying to buy high-capacity rifle magazines out of state. All right. Police said Wagshaw purchased the rifle parts online to build his own weapon and had posted on Facebook showing his interest in committing a mass shooting. When executing a search warrant, police found 2 guns registered to Wagshaw's father, multiple rounds of ammunition, body armor, and other tactical equipment, Norwalk police said. Good job. This dude is off the lineup now.
Yeah. But see, here we go.
We got another one. Let me get through him, though.
Okay,
Let me get through him.
Okay.
Yep. Then the Florida dude. They got the Florida dude. Volsea County Sheriff's Office said Tristan Scott Wicks, 25, of Daytona Beach, was arrested Friday and charged with making threats to commit a mass shooting. Sheriff deputies began investigating after they were alerted to multiple texts Wicks allegedly sent with his plans to commit a mass shooting. The office did not say to whom Wicks sent the messages, but he's out of there. He's out of there. A school is a weak target. I'd be more likely to open fire on a large crowd of people from over 3 miles away. I'd want to break a world record for longest confirmed kill ever. The sheriff's department said Wicks text somebody.
Wow.
Another text allegedly read, but a good 100 kills would be nice. I already have a location. Laughing, crying emoji. Is that bad? Wicks said he doesn't own firearms, but was fascinated with mass shootings, the sheriff's office said. And this is the dude right here. This is bro right there.
Look at the eyes.
All right. Next dude.
Everything. That was Florida, right?
That was Florida. Ohio. Police arrested James P. Reardon, 20, after receiving a tip about an online video where the man identified himself as the shooter at a Jewish community center, an incident that hadn't happened yet, according to the FBI. Reardon was arrested Friday on charges of telecommunications harassment and aggravated menacing. FBI Cleveland Division said the video post on Instagram tagged the Jewish Community Center of Youngstown from Reardon's account, police said. A search warrant was executed at Reardon's parents' home the same day local police received a tip about the video. Reardon was arrested without incident, and police said rounds of ammunition, semi-automatic weapons, and anti-Semitic information were found. And this is dude right here. Look at him. Look at him. So, again, let's clap it up for law enforcement.
Yes. For foiling
great
these plots
job
before they happen.
For stopping this before it went down. And people got hurt and killed and all that. And another tragedy was avoided. So salute to them. Shout out to Juanita. She said, yes, they did a great job by acting quickly and arresting those men. Shout out to Suits. We see you. Phyllis, what's good? Danielle, Miss Dee Nicole, what's up? Shout out to Sandy B on the check-in. James A. Whitfield on the check-in. James, what's good? Cass Minor. Sounds like 3 Long Island iced teas for old Cass. Yeah, man. Danielle said, you're going to make me get my license. Hey, listen. They stopped these crimes. I missed y'all. I missed you too, Deidre. We see you on the check-in. And let's get with these stories. Good morning, Platinum. We see you.
Yes.
All right. So again, salute to law enforcement.
Yeah.
In that instance.
But I'm glad that people are not just brushing these. I think the reason that this stuff is happening now is because people aren't just brushing this stuff off as nonsense talk anymore. With all of the mass shootings going on with young white males, because that's what's basically averting to now. More so than the middle-aged white males, more so the young white males are doing it now, because I guess they were taught for the middle-aged ones. But I mean, I think before people were just writing it off as, they're just being kids talking until you bust into their homes and you find tons of ammunition and weapons. And to go back to like what we were talking about the other week, how you were saying you don't think the parents knew. This one guy had 2 of his dad's guns. So you trying to tell me his father didn't know his guns was missing?
No. He put the guns in his father's name.
Oh, he put the guns.
No, that's what I'm saying. Listen to the story. He put the
guns
in his father's name.
I thought he said he had 2 guns registered.
Pops probably had no idea.
Wow.
Because he probably put them in his name so he can get the guns.
Wow. Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
That was in Florida, though, right? That was a Florida one?
I forgot
because I was trying to say
state.
It depends. What could I go say? Depends on what state. It is a little different. Because I know in Jersey, he wouldn't be able to do that because the father, you have to be fingerprinted. So, but other states are different. Like I said, if you're in Pennsylvania, you can go to Walmart with your license and get a gun.
Sometimes
a lot of the states, it's easy like that.
You got to give the parents credit. Sometimes they have no idea of what these kids are doing and what they're checking out online and part of these groups that they're associated with and everything like that. And it's like, it's funny because the old way to recruit back in the day for a lot of these terrorism things and white nationalist things was to send out flyers. And have rallies. The new way to recruit now is online.
Yeah.
People go right online and see a lot of the crazy rhetoric and whatever like that, and they get brainwashed with it.
Yeah.
The same way people got brainwashed, and they said Russia used Facebook to get votes.
Yeah.
To throw votes a certain way.
Mm-hmm.
So people were brainwashed, with mind control to do that because you see images long enough. You keep seeing images long enough in your face, you're like, okay, you start to rock with whatever those images is talking about. So, same thing with a lot of these mass shootings that's going on. People are being brainwashed, man. And what's that, The Manchurian Candidate?
Yeah.
That movie is real.
Real, yeah. But a lot of this too, it's all about copycats too. I think in these instances, because
make a name for
all
themselves.
these kids, yeah, exactly. And there's probably kids who, like I said, nobody knows. Well, I won't say nobody knows, but either they're not very popular or they're very reserved to themselves, and they're like, oh, everybody's gonna know me now. They don't equate that they're killing all these people with their notoriety. They just think about, well, I know that this is gonna get me noticed, and that's sad. That's a whole nother that does go into mental illness if you want to think about it. That if you want to be like that bad, that you'll kill a group of people so people know who you are.
And that is our topic today. So one of our topics we are going to discuss today is signs you may need to get checked out for mental illness issues. All right, now listen. It's not a bad word.
No,
it's not a bad term. Mental illness is not a bad term. It's just like anything else. If you cut your finger or whatever, you need stitches, you're going to get medical attention.
Yeah.
Same situation.
Yeah.
If you start having some problems emotionally, whatever, you need to get some type of medical attention. Bottom line. So it's not a bad thing. So we're going to discuss some signs later on today in the show that you may need to get checked out for mental health issues. Shoot, I may need to get checked out. You may need to get checked out. Yeah, all right. You may need to get checked out.
Oh, me?
Because you think you can stop bullets?
I never say I can stop them. I'm just not scared of guns. I'm sorry. I mean, maybe that is a mental illness. Cause you may think
I'm
going to
stop the attacker holding 4 assault rifles and blah blah blah. I'm going to jump in front of you.
If I'm close, I'm going to try. You know what? And this is real. And if I got to give up my life to save a bunch of other people, that's what I'm going to do.
Bro, I get you.
I'm not going out like that. I'm not going out getting shot in the. That was my biggest thing. I'm never going out getting shot in the back.
If I'm able to stop something, again, but I'm smart. So if I'm able to stop something, I'm going to try to stop it.
Yeah.
But if I run at somebody from a distance with an assault rifle, whatever, and I'm going to get shot with 20 bullet holes, then I'm no good to nobody. I'm not going to do that. So all that talk, I hear you, bro.
I ain't getting shot in the back, though.
I hear you, bro. Now, next situation is Eric Garner. All right, so we all know New York officer in I Can't Breathe death fired. Clap that up.
That ain't enough, though.
But he was fired. But it's fired.
Something.
And they took away his pension.
Oh, they did take his pension.
Yeah, they took his pension.
Good.
Took his pension, man. So he's fired. And then we're going to run a little clip real quick. New York City police officer involved in the high-profile 2014 chokehold death of an African-American man has been fired. Daniel Pantaleo was sacked over the death of Eric Garner. Who wrote this, man? They said sacked, like they playing football. Was sacked over the death of Eric Garner, whose dying words was, "I can't breathe," became a rallying cry for protests against police brutality. A state grand jury declined to press criminal charges, which I feel they was wrong in that. After lengthy civil rights investigation, federal prosecutors said last month they would bring no charges. The decision, based on the recommendation of a police department disciplinary judge, was announced by New York State Police Commissioner James O'Neill on Monday. Mr. Pantaleo was suspended while awaiting the commissioner's decision. In explaining his decision, Mr. O'Neill said mobile phone video of Garner's death clearly shows the officer used a chokehold, which is banned by the New York Police Department.
Which would make it illegal.
And here's the statement.
The unintended consequence of Mr. Garner's death must have a consequence of its own. Therefore, I agree with the Deputy Commissioner of Trials' legal findings and recommendations. It is clear that Daniel Pantaleo can no longer effectively serve as a New York City police officer. In carrying out the court's verdict in this case, I take no pleasure. I know that many will disagree with this decision, and that is their right. There are absolutely no victors here today. Not the Garner family, not the community at large, and certainly not the courageous men and women of the police department, who put their own lives on the line every single day in service to the people of this great city. Today is a day of reckoning, but can also be a day of reconciliation. The unintended consequence of Mr. Garner's death.
This should have took place 5 years ago. He can no longer be able. Yeah, he's still been on the police force for 5 years. So in my opinion,
right,
this is a cover up. You're trying to, because if you look at how this happened, right, where they did this, they made sure they did it after the verdict, because had they had fired him before that, he would be in jail. So they did that. They wanted to make sure. Let's get him off first. Let's make sure we're going to fire him, but let's make sure that we don't put him behind bars, because he is still one of our boys. We don't want to see him behind bars, but we're going to have to let him go because there's just too much heat coming. I mean, there's no way we really could justify this, because if they would have fired him beforehand, that would be showing that the NYPD is saying you were wrong. So if the NYPD is saying that you were wrong in what you're doing, and that we find that this, he did a legal chokehold, the courts have no choice but to follow up with a guilty verdict. So this was all pre-planned, and it's smoke and mirrors and bullshit to me. Yeah, good, this guy's off the street, but he should have been off the street 5 years ago. So how many other lives has he ruined in this 5 years? It looks good for the NYPD, but in reality, it's smoke and mirrors and it's a bunch of bullshit.
Here's my thing. I want to know if the family could now that he got fired, come back with a civil suit.
Yes, of course, just like with OJ, the same thing.
No, because I'm not sure if they already tried to go for a civil suit once they already cleared him before. Once they cleared him of criminal charges, I'm not sure. Somebody check that out for me.
Look at OJ was cleared of all criminal charges, and after the fact, they were able to go after him civilly, which they won.
See, when you fire somebody for something, that's an admission of guilt.
Yeah.
So when you fire somebody, that's an admission of guilt. I'm wondering if the family can go back, not like it's going to bring Eric back, but still, okay, he was fired, no pension, boom. So that's a step. So that's partial justice.
Yeah.
Partial, because I see a lot of people saying, finally justice. No, it's partial justice.
He's still breathing. It ain't justice.
Yeah, it's partial justice. And I just wonder if they can go back and sue the NYPD. And
I'm going to tell you why they will be able to now. Maybe they wouldn't have been able to before. I'm going to tell you why they would be able to now. Because he just made an official statement in the firing of this officer that cell phone videos show that he used a band choke technique on him, which was what? The cause of his death, right? So now, by his omission of words, which is now viable everywhere because it's on the internet, you can't tell me something different, because in your words, you said your officer that you employed used a band technique to take down my brother, my father, my son, in which turned out to be the cause of his death. So that absolutely is grounds for a civil suit. I don't care what they were trying to say before, because like I said, trust me, there was a whole bunch of smoke and mirrors going on to keep this man out of jail. But now the fact that he is now terminated and that he just made that statement publicly, they have all the grounds that they need to go after this man. I would take his underwear from him. Like, he would have to walk around balls out. Like, that's how much I would go after this man's everything.
All right. So I see if some of you are having problems with FB, just go to BKS1 Radio TV on YouTube. We can't fix FB's problem. YouTube usually gives you a good, clear show.
Yeah, FB is. Yeah, I see myself freezing up.
Yeah. So if you're having problems, just go over to BKS1 Radio TV on YouTube. Just click the link. We put the link in there. All right. So because we got a lot to talk about today. We got a lot to discuss. Let me find out FB monitoring our conversation.
Trying to put on the kibosh. Wouldn't be the first time.
It's okay. You can't stop the revolution, FB.
That's right. It's not going
This revolution
down like
will
that.
be streamed.
That's right.
Let's get it. Let's get it popping.
Believe it.
All right, so on to the next. Let me make sure y'all back. If y'all back on FB, let me know y'all back. Say we're back on FB.
Tammy says, I'm on YouTube. She's on YouTube. D. Mitchell.
All right, so I see y'all trickling in the YouTube. Yeah. FB got some issues, bro. When you start talking about certain things,
yeah, man,
it's like they be like, we're gonna be like, but listen, we on multiple platforms.
Yeah, you can't stop it. You can't shut them all down.
You can't stop WBKS1.com. You can watch us on WBKS1.com. You can't stop TuneIn app. You can't stop YouTube. You can't stop Twitter and Periscope. We everywhere, baby. So FB is not the only pony in town. Here we go. All right, so let's keep this thing rocking, man. So again, I hope the Garner family do find some type of closure.
Yeah, go after.
I know this was partial closure for y'all, but go after the city, man. Get that money and do something. I know the sister, she wants to help other people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, that's been through similar situations or whatever the case may be. So now this may be her mission in life.
Yeah.
Now, you know, since she lost her brother and everything. But again, I hope you find some type of closure.
Go after the city, go after him, go after everybody.
Yeah, soon. Okay, next thing. Shout out to, I just want to clap up. Can we clap up the state of California? Let's clap them up first. And I'm going to tell you why. All right, so this is one thing. Cali doing a lot right now with changes. So California governor signs Stephon Clark bill into law. Police can only kill when necessary. They put a law in effect, and they named it after Stephon Clark.
Great.
Shout out to the governor.
Yeah.
All right.
I guarantee you the governing body of the police try to get that overturned. This is outrageous. What do you mean we can only kill when it's necessary?
Listen.
We can't just shoot you in the street if we feel like it?
We're gonna read it.
I guarantee you. Go ahead. This is outrageous. What do you mean?
Yeah, we're gonna read this joint real quick. Hold on. All right. So it says, today the state of California made history by adopting one of the nation's strictest laws regulating police use of force in an effort to deter police shootings. Wow. California Governor Gavin Newsom, shout out to Gavin Newsom, signed the Stephon Clark bill into law, which changes the standard for police officers' justified use of deadly force from reasonable to necessary. You hear that? Hear them terms? They changed it from reasonable to necessary. Again, if you are watching us on Facebook and you're having problems, just click on the link we put in the comment section and go right to YouTube. You ain't gonna have no problems on YouTube. Now, the law was inspired by the fatal police shooting of Clark, who was gunned down in Sacramento in his grandmother's backyard. Despite only having a cell phone in his hands. Okay? Despite only having a cell phone. All right, so let me read that last part. I'm sorry. The officers who shot him were ruled to have acted lawfully and were not disciplined. Activists put pressure on lawmakers to hold law enforcement officials accountable for the police shootings, using Clark's death as an example. The new law redefines when police can resort to deadly force and encourages the use of de-escalation techniques, as well as click the link in our... I'm sorry. As well, I was getting into it.
Click the link in our bio techniques.
No, but police can resort to deadly force and encourages the use of de-escalation techniques. Okay, so now, again, clap it up for California.
Yeah, man. That's huge.
For spearheading this. Now listen.
That should be nationwide.
This is what I don't understand.
Why you had to put that into law?
Putting a law in effect like that is a great thing, given the climate. Why can't every other state adapt this law? This law needs to especially be enacted in what's that? The stand your ground.
Stand your ground states.
The stand your ground states. Yeah. This law definitely needs to be in stand your ground states.
But my thing is this. Okay, I think it's a great idea and definitely should be implemented nationwide. But my second thing is, why should this ever have to be implemented in any police force? Why should that not already be the first mindset of any police officer coming to a call that, assess the situation, try to de-escalate the situation, not come in guns ablazing, shoot first, and we'll sort it all out later. That's the mentality.
But here's the thing, bro. In the 70s, it was like that. In the 80s, it was like that. 90s, 60s, it was like that. 50s, it was like that. So my thing is just the fact that now, all right, somebody had to be the first to make a law like this.
Yeah.
I'm not mad at California. And California is changing a lot of laws.
Which is good.
They're changing a lot of laws that benefit how African Americans are being treated. And I'm noticing that. The second law, again, we got to clap it up for California again. Something else they changed.
This is what I thought you were talking about at first.
California becomes first state to ban discrimination based on one's natural hair.
Why?
Again, like you said, the fact that you have to make that a law
is
crazy as hell. But California becomes the first state to ban discrimination based on one's natural hair. Let's read this and look at all the people in there with showing their beautiful and their natural hair and everything. And look at the California governor.
He's smiling. He likes
hey, listen.
That's why I got changed.
Listen. Hey.
He had some brown sugar.
Hey. All right. So Governor Gavin Newsom again on Wednesday signed a bill into law that legally protects people in workplaces and K-12 public schools from discrimination based on their natural hair. The new law, which takes effect January 1st, prohibits the enforcement of grooming policies that disproportionately affect people of color, particularly black people. This includes bans on certain styles such as afros, braids, twists, cornrows, and dreadlocks, or locks for short. Newsom said the need for the protection entered the national political consciousness in December when a referee forced a black wrestler for a New Jersey high school to cut his dreadlocks for forfeit his match. The indignity forced the student to choose whether to lose an athletic competition or lose his identity, Newsom said. That is played out in workplaces, is played out in schools, not just in athletic competitions and settings. Every single day, all across America, in ways that are subtle, in ways overt. Newsom said during a morning bill signing ceremony at the Capitol in Sacramento. Now, I'm going to tell you the problem I got. Here's the issue Norm got. Is that he had to see something that went on in Jersey. He saw something that was wrong in Jersey, and he made it a law in Cali. Did Jersey adapt this law? No, because it said California is the first. So, I reach out to our governor. and the governor, I ain't got no beef with the governor or whatever, but this should have sparked you as well to change a law and make new legislation for this.
First of all, did the teacher get fired for that? Because they should have been.
Somebody was fired.
Okay.
Somebody was fired.
Good.
Somebody was reprimanded, whatever the case may be. But that's crazy. You have to make a law now so people won't discriminate you in the workplace against your hair.
I'm going to tell you why this governor is doing it. And like I said, I'm going to applaud him again. But I think all these changes are happening in California for a very key reason. California set the precedence for police brutality as it stands today. If you think about it, back in 1991 with the Rodney King case, where in plain sight you had 6 or 7 officers, I think it was, being videotaped, beating the hell out of this man on the ground, nightsticks, kicking him, clearly he was, being brutalized by the California Police Department, and they were set free. They were said, oh, there's nothing. We see nothing wrong with what happened. They were like they said, oh, they were being lawful in what they were doing. So I think since California has that stigma, that bad stigma on their back for literally setting the precedence for police brutality as it is today, because if you look at how many cases that there are multiple videos showing police beating people, police shooting people in the back, police shooting people while they're on their knees, police shooting people while they got their hands up, like all the stuff that's happened, I think, in my opinion, they get away with it because of that Rodney King case. And that set the precedent for police to say, hey, we can do whatever the hell. They could watch us like a movie with popcorn and we still going to get away with it.
Right.
So I think in turn, now they're trying to do things on the positive side to try to change their stigma. Like, hey, listen, we started this thing and we're going to try to finish it now. Let's try to make some legislation that makes police officers have to police people and be honest again. Because let's be honest, police officers have a license to kill. And get away with it.
Absolutely.
I mean they do have one, but I mean they have a license to kill anyone at any time if they want and get away with it. And that's not the way it's supposed to be. They are supposed to be able to use deadly force when deadly force is needed, like they said. Not when they feel like they want to use deadly force. Oh, I'm angry because he didn't want to comply with me, so I'm going to shoot him now. No, that's not. You don't make that decision. Yeah. So I do applaud this governor for making these decisions, and I hope he has a lot more that's coming, because he's going to now. He can set the precedence for the rest of the world again, and the rest of the police departments that will have to follow suit with that.
Shout out to Gavin Newsom, man.
Definitely.
Yeah, shout out to him. I hope he gets reelected. Very much overdue. While we're talking about police, I guess before I even go into talking about, we are going to talk a little bit about Jay-Z, and we're going to talk, there's a lot going on right now. With some situations. Trust me, we got a load of stuff to talk about today. So get ready. So before we get into it, because we're about to get heavy into certain things, make sure no matter what platform you're watching us on, you share it out. Click the share button. However you got to share, just click like that. Just click the share button like this. We want to see that you click the share button, because we got some things to talk about on the Man Cave Morning Show, BKS1 Radio. You already know.
Yes.
We back, baby.
We here.
We're going to be back in the mornings. I don't know about no more afternoon show. It's going to be the morning show. All right, we back. All right, so now, and I'm glad we back in the mornings. No doubt.
More productive day.
Yeah, no doubt. All right, so next thing. So I know y'all probably seen this clip. I'm going to run it again because I want to break this down. I like the fact this clip shows African-American men basically getting harassed, all right? And they started breaking out penal codes and everything and different laws. Why you're not going to do this to me?
Police hate that.
Why you're not going to do this to me? And they was just sitting there like, and they wanted to come at him, but he's like, no, I don't have to, because he broke down penal codes. I don't know if dude was a lawyer, whatever the case, but he knew the law. And this is what I tell people, and this goes back to the Black Panther days. They weren't just, people, when people say Black Panthers, they say, oh, militant black group. No. They were a group of people that were taught the law.
Taught themselves the law.
When you would join and became a member of the Black Panthers, the higher-ups taught you the law. Why you have the right to carry a gun. What this penal code means, what this means, what that. So in case they were ever stopped, they knew the law. A lot of times that would piss some of these officers off, where they want to assault the person anyway for knowing the law because they felt stupid.
Yeah.
All right, so anyway, I'm going to run this clip. Let's talk about this clip. I'm not going to run the whole clip because it's an 8-minute clip. I'm going to run part of the clip, and I want us to discuss this on the Man Cave Morning Show. You know where you at, man. BKS1 Radio, baby. Let's get it. Here's the clip. Let's talk about it.
I'm all right, brother. How's it going?
No, thank you.
All right, can we see your ID?
Let me see your ID.
Sergeant Christian Rogers.
No, your ID with your address and all that on there.
My CRD.
So what you want to see my ID for?
From our police station.
Is that against the law?
Officer Rogers.
That's against the law? What law is it against?
Officer CRD.
Because I thought Florida.
Identifying you, sir. I
thought Florida Penal Code 901.151 states the only time I must present ID to you is when I'm in the commission of a crime, about to commit a crime, or have committed a crime.
So
That's Florida Penal Code 901.1.
Well, go ahead and investigate.
I don't have to investigate. I don't have to communicate. No, you're not saying my ID.
Yes, I do.
No. Not until you can tell me what crime. What crime have I committed?
Can be seen from public. Absolutely.
Right. So what crime have?
I just want to know why you guys are filming it.
None of your business. None of your business.
You know what? That's not even necessary. If you want to know why we're filming it, I just told you.
You're not saying my ID.
Okay, that's fine. Okay, so that's fine. I'd like to identify you guys.
You don't need to identify me. Who are you?
Sir, yes, I do. I got you. Let me see your license. I want to see what you're doing. If you want to see
what's your name and your badge number?
Can I see your license?
What's your badge number?
What's your name?
Thank you. What's your name and your badge number?
You don't have a name. 92. Okay.
And your name and your badge number?
Your buddies call you D. My badge number?
Yeah.
92, sir. 92.
And your name and your badge number?
Is there a legal reason you want my ID? Or do you just want to identify? My badge number is 564.
Thank you. You would like to identify.
Well, I'm going to identify you.
No,
right
you're going to violate my rights to do so.
How am I violating your rights?
But because Florida Penal Code 901.151 states that the only time I need to give you my ID is when I'm committing a crime, about to commit a crime, or in the process of committing a crime. So what you need to do is give me reasonable, articulable suspicion that I'm breaking the law. That's not, the Supreme Court room photography in itself is not a crime. And this is a governmental facility, and I have every right to come out and record you guys in the course of your duties. So what crime am I breaking?
You're filming in the back of a police
You said that 5 times. You don't need to know. Who are you?
The Supreme Court is over you, buddy. You don't trump the Supreme Court. We can film this without you liking it or not. So
you're laughing, but you're sitting up here, you're going to let your ego violate my rights.
I'm not having an ego whatsoever.
You're going to let your ego violate my rights because you're telling me you better not be disrespectful to me. You're a public servant.
I'm giving you a hard time.
You better not give me a hard time. You're a public servant. And you're going to respect me as the public. And you're not.
Some respect, though?
I don't have to respect you, but I haven't disrespected you.
No, I'm asking to get your identification.
And I'm telling you, and you're asking me, and I'm respectfully declining no. You're not getting my ID because I don't have to, because you haven't shown me yours.
What's your purpose here? Yeah. What do you figure out why exactly you guys are filming?
It's not your police station. It's our police station. This is our police station. It's not your police station. You work here. I allow you to work here.
You allow me to work here?
Yes, by paying my taxes, giving you employment. It's to get a response like this from people who think they can just come up. Let me explain. You ask me a question, are you going to let me tell you? To get a response from a law enforcer whose job is to enforce law, not come out and demand ID from law-abiding citizens. It's suspicious. No, I don't. No, because the Supreme Court said you can't deem a lawful activity suspicious.
Every day somebody's out here filming our back in the station. 2 guys.
Probably.
Just filming the back.
But that don't make it suspicious.
It's alarming us.
So whose definition? Okay, but let me ask you a question.
Absolutely.
Is suspicion a felony or a misdemeanor?
Suspicion?
Yeah.
Suspicion is not a crime.
So it's not a crime, so it's not a law, so you don't have anything to enforce.
Filming the back of a facility, absolutely.
Okay, but is that against the law?
I didn't say it was against the law.
Okay, then thank you. What is your name and your badge number? And your name and your badge number? Thank you. What is your name and your badge number, Sergeant?
Right now.
What is your name and your badge number, Sergeant?
Can I speak with him?
Well, then you kick Ross. To make sure you don't talk to me then. I'm not getting his name and his badge number like he's not a public servant. Make sure you don't talk to me then.
So I love this.
Yes.
I love this because dude had every point covered.
Yes.
He had every point covered. He's very articulate with it. And then when the sergeant came over and he was like, what's your name and your badge number and blah, 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 blah. He's technically supposed to give him that.
Yes, he is. By law, if you ask an officer, that's what just had me fired up like that, guys. Because the superior officer, the one who is over everyone standing out there, is the the least to want to talk to the public. Like, because this guy knows what he's talking about, he wants nothing to do with him. Because he cannot be the bully that he wants to be. The underlings understand that, okay, this guy knows what he's talking about, so we can't violate him. So what's the first thing that the superior officer does when he comes? Oh, I'm not telling you nothing, and walks away. That is the problem with the police departments across this country, is that the people who are supposed to be governing the ones underneath are the biggest pieces of shit out of all of them. And they're the ones that tell them to go out there and do the things to people that they do. So when you're on the side and you want a sergeant or you want somebody.
Not in all cases. I can't say
Not
that.
all cases, but a lot of
I can't say
cases.
that in
I'm
all
not going to say
cases.
all
right.
cases, but a lot of cases. But you call for that superior officer because, they're supposed to be the one who knows the law. And when they come in, if the officers were doing something wrong, they're supposed to be one to say, hey, well, that's wrong, that's wrong. You know what, sir, apologize, have a great day. This guy, I'm not telling you nothing.
Well, see, the fact that that's on tape, and I'm quite sure if there's another superior over him.
Yeah, there is.
Like, you should have gave him.
Well, you go to IA or something like that at that point. You know what I'm saying? That's what you do with that. You take it to IA and take it to them at that point, because that's outrageous.
Right.
That don't make no sense.
Right. And see my whole thing was that the other officers, they complied. They was like,
yes,
badge number and such and such,
yes,
my badge number and such and such, my badge number and such and such. So he had them against the ropes because he knew the law. And that's why it's important in a lot of these situations that you know the law.
Yes.
So that you do know when your rights are being violated. So I just wanted to bring that to light because, again, and I have to say this because I know a lot of police officers personally.
So do I.
And 9 times out of 10, a lot of them do their job. We hear a lot. The media is wrong because the media will jump on something and show us images of police officers not doing their job right.
Yeah.
So we see a lot of times of police officers that don't do their job on the media. But a lot of times, 9 times out of 10, police officers do their job.
We're not gonna say 9 times out of 10.
No, 9 times out of 10, bro.
I'm not giving that number.
It's just like, come on, bro. So
not giving the number 9 times out of 10.
When the media
bro.
shows us being ignorant or whatever, or they pick one or two of us, whether just as ignorant, out of control, whatever like that, or black people are savages or whatever like that. So you saying they're right?
No, I'm not saying that, but we're not. Well, you can give them that number. I'm not giving them a 9 out of 10 that they're doing the right thing.
Come on, it's a percentage.
It's a percentage.
It's a percentage.
That's not a realistic percentage, though.
I'm just saying, but that's all we see, because that's what they show us. How many times we turn on the news, and we see police officers helping somebody out in the community or stopping somebody from getting hurt or whatever. We don't see that a lot in the news.
I'm not saying you see it a lot, but they show that too. We see the flip side. Yeah.
So it's a medium right there, whatever like that. But this case right here that we're looking at right now, whatever, dude was on point.
Yes.
The brothers was on point. So salute, clap it up for the brothers.
Yes.
They knew the law.
And Dorothy said maybe 6 out of 10 towards.
Yeah, but they knew the law.
Okay. Yeah,
but they knew the law. Shout out to Tracy Abram. Check him. Dot, what's good? Ready for them DJ lessons? Shout out to Phyllis. She said, love it. Yeah, man. Yeah. And I love seeing instances of this. Ready for them DJ lessons? When we know the law.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, they really don't like that at all when you actually know the law and can check them on it. You see their face like, oh boy, we got one of these going. Oh, that term. Okay, like we got one of these today. This guy, he gonna act like he know the law. He ain't acting like he know the law. He knows the law. So therefore, if you know the law, you cannot violate. Like I said, if you're gonna do it, then you're gonna violate my rights to do so. And I guess, and you're gonna do that on camera. Go ahead, be my guest, because I'm doing nothing wrong. I'm taking pictures. It's just getting to the point. They don't want us to talk back, say nothing back, but you gotta knock it off. We can't. It can't be that you want to just do what you want to do, and we're just supposed to sit there and comply and say and do nothing. No, the days of that is over. We're not doing that no more, and that's just it. They want us to sit there. If we come to you and we say something to you, you only answer when I ask you a question. Don't ask me no questions. Don't ask me what I'm doing. I'm doing it because I'm the police and I can. Knock it off.
We're going to switch gears real quick.
Please.
So, TSA, a TSA agent gets fired because man was coming through, whatever, and the TSA person gave the man a note, and the note said, "You're ugly."
Wow.
I'm like, so,
wow.
You wanted to be funny.
Wow.
You're a TSA agent, and you lose your job over nonsense. And when I saw the story, I'm like, yo, sheesh, you can't make this crap up. All right, so here's a clip. We're going to talk about this, man. Just who y'all hiring.
Good evening, everyone. Maureen has the night off. A Rochester airport security worker has been fired after she was accused of passing a note with a mean message scrawled on it to a traveler, a complete stranger. The man who received the note says the worker gave it to him as he was simply passing through the security checkpoint. Kayla Green talked to that man tonight.
Bizarre. That's how Neil Strassner describes the recent experience he had in the airport.
I got handed a note. I didn't really think of too much of it. I just kind of kept going. I had about 10 minutes to get to my gate. That's kind of what I was focused on at the moment. So I just kept going, and the woman kind of like called back to me. Are you going to open that? Are you going to open it? Are you going to look or something like that?
Eventually, he opened it, and the worker started laughing.
Oh, it said, "You ugly," with 3 exclamation marks.
He says at first he just thought it was strange, but then decided just because it didn't upset him doesn't mean it wouldn't hurt other people in the future.
You really don't know where somebody is in their head. Somebody could be in the worst spot ever, and just like a smile would be great for that person. Honestly, you don't have to, I don't know, throw them insults like that.
He reported it to a supervisor who he says didn't believe him at first. He eventually got the surveillance video from that day, and the employee was fired after an internal investigation.
I'm assuming it was meant to be a joke. I don't think she was maliciously trying to insult people, but I mean, you really don't know if somebody was in that mindset and they received that piece of paper, then we'll throw them back to a dark mental place.
Strassner says this was just one outlier among many friendly employees he's dealt with at the airport. But he says you can't just do something like that at work and get away with it. In Rochester, Kayla Green, News 8.
Kayla, thank you. Now the TSA official.
Wow.
Right. So I know we're going to be like donkey of the day, whatever. Sorry, Charlemagne. Didn't mean to use your term, bro. But whatever, jackass of the day, whatever case may be. Now, I would love to hear the employee's side of it, even though there is, it's hard really to explain because you see her passing the note. The note said you're ugly, whatever. She has a whole bunch of notes probably in the box.
She had a whole
whatever.
box because she went and grabbed for another one.
Okay, so I spoke to an airline attendant one time, right? And they told me how they joke with the customers on the plane, and they say crazy stuff, right, over the mic on the plane or whatever like that, whatever. To try to make light of the situation, not be so serious, whatever. So I would love to hear her get on the news and say what was running through her mind when she wanted to do that. Maybe she wanted to lighten up the whole seriousness of being a TSA agent and being security. Like, we're not all mean and bad or whatever like that. Maybe she wanted to, try to make light of some stuff. Like he said, he really didn't take it one way, but he was like, but what if that was somebody else?
She might have got punched in the face and didn't get locked up.
Or they was ugly and they went and killed themselves.
No.
Something like that.
What if it was somebody, like I said, what was somebody who had a bad day, who was having a bad day, right? They just walked through there. The TSA agent give them a note talking about you ugly. They get offended, turn around and punch her in the mouth. What's going to happen to that person? They ain't going on a trip. They getting locked up, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, no, absolutely not. She deserves to be terminated. Because that could have went real ugly if it was the wrong person.
No, she do deserve to get fired. Of course.
I don't want to know what was her thinking. Her thinking was she's a jackass. That was her thinking.
I still want to hear her come back and just say what the hell was going through her mind. Lose a good job. Like Dorothy said inappropriate behavior. A warning, but not fired. So Dorothy don't feel as though she should have got fired. How many of y'all feel as though she should have got fired? Victor Johnson said, I need to learn the law. Going back to what we was talking about earlier, me as a black man get stopped. Thank God I'm not a shooting victim.
Wow.
Dorothy said, Dot said we need to hold classes teaching our youths and adults about the law. Maybe one of our own in the community. Yeah, true indeed. And shout out to Babs just joined us. Let me go to YouTube. I'm missing some comments on here. Daniel said, I agree. Daniel Bradley said, but wasn't there yet police brutality in the 60s? Yes. I said that earlier too. And then somebody said in reference to the TSA agent, immaturity. Immaturity. And then Daniel said, idiot of the day.
Man.
Yep. So that's what we're going to have to call it. Danielle, we're going to call it idiot of the day. Our idiot of the day. So she gets the idiot of the day. You lost a good, cushy job, benefits, and all of that. Do they get pensions, TSA agents?
I don't know if they get pensions.
And all of that?
Yeah,
security, whatever?
So. Yeah.
But you just lost a job over something you thought was funny.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Oh, well.
I like what Tracy said. I don't think she would have laughed if he called her fat. Absolutely not.
Ooh.
She probably wanted to give him a cavity check. Phyllis said fired.
All right, so another idiot of the day. I got another one. All right, so this situation, the man, I guess he broke up with his girlfriend, got mad with his girlfriend, whatever like that, or whatever, and he went to her car and filled her whole car up with dirt and covered her car up with dirt.
Wow. How did he do that?
Yeah. So now, not only you're not going to get your girl back, you're going to jail. All right, here's the clip.
You thought your breakup was messy? A man in Crestview got arrested for dumping dirt on his girlfriend's car. Ugh. He apparently tried to call her so they could talk, but she refused to answer any of his questions. Then he used a front-ended loader to dump a bucket full of dirt on her car, and get this, her windows were open, so the dirt got everywhere. I'd be surprised if they did not break up after this officially. You thought your breakup was messy? A man in Crestview got arrested for dumping dirt on his girlfriend's car. Ugh. He apparently tried to call her so they could talk.
Here's the crazy part about it. She borrowed the car from somebody.
Ooh.
That's the kicker.
Man.
She borrowed the daggone car from somebody. It wasn't even her car.
Eesh.
Her car nice, spick and clean.
Wow.
Borrowed the damn car from somebody.
Wow. I guess she won't be borrowing
idiot of the day
anymore. Wow, that's crazy. Well, maybe he knew that. He might have knew that. If that was his girl, he knew that wasn't her car. He probably knew exactly whose car that was.
You think
so?
And
that's why he did it. Because she wasn't going to be happy with whoever she was moving on with either. That's what he said. Oh, you think you just going to break up with me? I got something for you. That probably was the new dude's car.
Anyway, man. Idiot of the day. I'm just saying. He didn't take that breakup lightly. That's all I'm saying. All right, yo. So, again, Jay-Z, right? So everybody know about the Jay-Z, the NFL connection, whatever. Here go Funk Flex, getting into the Kool-Aid.
Business.
Said he talked to Jermaine Dupri, and this is what Flex said that Jermaine Dupri said. So Funk Flex said, I just got off the phone with Jermaine Dupri. He confirmed that when he was working with the NFL last year, he did get a call from Jay-Z asking him, how deep are you in with the NFL, expressing that might not be a good idea. So basically, Jay was trying to tell somebody else this is not a good idea, and you shouldn't hook up with the NFL, and then Jay ends up hooking up with the NFL. So people are salty, man. People are in the middle with this whole Jay-Z NFL relationship. Well, I don't know. It's not like he really feel. Look at his body language. I'm gonna show y'all the clip if I got the clip.
Well, before you even play the clip, this is my thing. Jermaine Dupri's his own man, right? He's a businessman, right?
Yeah, true indeed.
So I'm not letting no other grown man call me and tell me who to do business and not to do business with. I'm gonna do business with who I want to do. So if he backed out based on words coming from another man, that's his loss. I'm sure he's seen the same benefits in it that Jay is seeing, and that's probably why he was doing. Maybe Jay was like, "Dad, this joke gonna beat me to it." No, don't do that. So if you was foolish enough to fall for the banana in the tailpipe,
yeah,
that's your fault.
Jay had game, and Flex is fueling the fire, boy. Flex is fueling the fire. And before we even go into that, here go Jay with Roger Goodell, NFL, whatever, sitting down, whatever, and they said, look at Jay-Z's body language when Roger Goodell touched him. All right, so we're gonna watch the clip. Check out the clip. Tell me what y'all think about it.
I've teased several times, with all this great entertainment, I hope people don't forget that a great football game is going to break out in the middle of it. By the way, I hope they do. I've teased several times, with all this great entertainment, I hope people don't forget that a great football game is going to break out in the middle of it. By the way, I hope they do. I've teased several times, with all this great entertainment, I hope people don't forget that a great football.
Nah, I hear you, but
yeah, I don't think it was a negative thing.
Listen, but you know, people will blow some things up. But a lot of people, man, they really heated about this, and I would love for Colin Kaepernick himself to come out and make a statement to how he feels about it, because the reason why they're heated is over Colin Kaepernick, because they feel as though like, yo, you messing up the whole movement.
No, but what people gotta understand a lot of things. One, what Jay said, the whole thing was never about Colin having a job, because when Colin first did the kneeling, he had a job, right? So the whole kneeling was to bring awareness to, you know, police brutality, which, like you said, which is done. And like you're saying, now we need to move forward. We can't keep kneeling and protesting. Like, we got to do something specific to make change, right? But not even on the Jay thing. People also forget that Colin got a settlement from the NFL. He got paid from the NFL. So people like, oh, they didn't bring him in or whatever, and da-da-da. He said, I get it, but he got paid from the NFL. Let's take this call.
Caller from the 336, state your name, where you calling from. You're on the Man Cave Morning Show.
Good morning, it's Tammy Walker. Can you hear me?
Tammy, what's good?
How are you, Tammy?
Welcome to the show.
Good. Thank you. I'm calling about the Colin Kaepernick, the Jay-Z thing. I wanted to speak on that, okay? But here's my thing. I'm with Jay-Z, and the reason why is because he's a methodical thinker. Yes. The same way that he took over Rockefeller, he's making the same moves. He took the drug game and he flipped it into a business game. And if Jermaine Dupri was dumb enough to listen to somebody to call him up on the phone and tell him to not take money, that's his fault.
Exactly.
This is business.
Exactly.
So we can't be mad with him. Now, the position with Jay-Z, the reason why I'm rocking with Jay-Z is because Jay-Z is very, very smart. He's going to get in the inside and work the inside out. We protest and say that we want a seat at the table. How do we get a seat at the table? We got to get in.
Exactly.
We got to get through the door to sit at the table. What I think about Colin Kaepernick, yeah, he accepted the money deal. I think there's a better master plan at hand here. I think that not only is Jay-Z going to get in there, not only is he going to be part owner of the Jets, which is going to be the first black NFL owner, I think that he's going to find a way to bring Colin Kaepernick back in. My last part of this, I think when Colin Kaepernick accepted the money, there's probably was some restrictions about him playing, but there probably was no restrictions about him coaching.
Right.
And doing representation for the NFL and everything like that. But I think that this is a mastermind move. I think we should sit back and wait and see what comes out before we jump to some conclusion about what we think is going on. Like I said, they didn't get to be this rich by being stupid.
Exactly.
I agree.
Okay, they're going to be on top of the world. And like I said, we got to work from the inside out. We can't protest, and then who's going to go sit at the table? Who's going to go talk to the people? We're going to protest for what? Just to stand outside? No, we got to walk through the door and everything like that, and we got to change things. So it may look one way. And what did my grandfather, something I seen online, said? Sometimes you have to play the fool so the fool can think that you're just as foolish as they are.
I like that.
I like that. I see. Okay, so B said
you got to work out. You got to work inside out to get to make changes. We can't do nothing if we can't get in, and we all standing outside. And now we want to gawk at the brother that made it through the door. No, let's help elevate him. Let's push him as far. And if he get in there, he make a mistake, then we can slam him. But he hadn't even gotten there to make mistakes, and we're already critiquing.
Okay. All right. So let me go with what B said, because I agree with Tammy. But B said Jay-Z is a clown, and I'm quite sure you got your reasons for saying that, B. B also said it's a slap in the face. B, explain your reasoning. And I agree with Tammy because I know the game.
Yeah.
I know the game,
Right.
and I'm like, if not Jay-Z, then who?
Then who? Exactly.
Then who? Because
You got to play their game. You got to, in order to get in with them, you have to play their game sometimes to get in.
and
when you got to get in, you got to flip the game.
It's the old philosophy of think like your enemy. Think like your
Yes.
enemy. And a lot of people don't realize that. Like, I hear people going at them like so hard. I'm like, wait a minute, y'all don't know what even the details of the deal is, or what the situation really is. Like, just wait, let him infiltrate. And notice the word that I use. Let him infiltrate first this organization. All right, peep how things are done, and then he's going to start playing chess. He's going to start playing chess.
Oh my God, I'm so glad that you said chess, because one of the things about chess is that sometimes I'm looking at the NFL as they thinking that they're king, right? So they making all the moves on the board. But sometimes it's not just about the checkmate. Sometimes that king could get cornered where he cannot move. It's not about the positioning sometimes. Do you understand what I'm saying? Sometimes those players
other
can come out
callers,
and
real quick.
they can surround
We see
the
other
king,
callers
and the
calling in.
king
Just
is
hold on one
powerless.
second. We're going to take your call. No, Tammy, you 100% right. I agree with you. We're gonna talk more about it. I want to see what this next caller's point is. Thank you.
Awesome.
Thank you as always, Tim.
Love the show. Take it easy.
All right. All right. Phone lines are now open. You can call back in 646-233-1302. Let's get it, man. Like, yo, what y'all think? Y'all agree with Tammy? Y'all agree with B? B saying Jay-Z is a clown. I'm rocking with Tammy because I know strategic thinking when it comes to business, and sometimes you cut a deal with the devil, right, in order to shut down the devil. And people don't realize that. People don't realize that. Come on, even Jesus had a meeting with the devil. Where they meet at? They met at at the mountaintop or whatever, and they had a discussion. All right, caller from the 908. State your name, where you calling from. You on the Man Cave Morning Show. What's good?
How are you guys, family? This is B.
What's up, B?
Queen B?
What's going on, Queen?
So, how are you? I have a meeting, but I was like, I gotta call because I'm sitting here driving, and I'm like, I say he's a clown, just like Tammy. I respect Tammy's opinion, and I get what she's saying, but I had problems with this because we've had several seats at the table. Obama had a seat at the table, and they didn't allow him to do anything. And everybody was looking at him like, you ain't changed this and you ain't do this. It's because they didn't allow him. You honestly think that black man is going to go in the NFL and start just changing stuff? They not going to let him? That's old money, y'all. That's old money right there. And I ain't trying to make it a race thing. It is a race thing. Like, black and white. Those older white people are not going to let that man. You got to get up from the table when love ain't being served. I'm sorry. That particular table, I wouldn't have said that.
Let me say this though, B. When you get to a certain level of zeros, it puts you on a different playing field. And I won't say that your color doesn't matter, because your color is always going to matter to some degree. But when you get to a certain level of zeros, the only color that they really see and respect is green. And when you have enough green to be able to play on the same field as you guys, you might not have as many pieces because, they might have a few more zeros, or their zeros is a little bit thicker, but it gives him the maneuverability that most would never have. And it does give him the ability to be able to dictate some change, because they see he would never be able to sit at that table if they didn't see the value in him doing so. And
let me tell you this though, I agree with you to a certain extent, but let me tell you this though, when Colin Kaepernick was kneeling and then other players were kneeling, there were a lot of people that pulled money away from the NFL.
Yes.
There is somebody sitting there right now that is angry that he even sitting at the table. And understand something. Jay-Z is driven by money, period.
Yes.
He see green. That's fine, right? That's fine because that's who he is as a person. But I'm telling you right now, There are people that are angry right now. I just don't see it. It's a move that I just don't see it benefiting us in total. When I say us, meaning us overall in total, I don't see it. I get his point. I get, we got to infiltrate. Same like Chrisette Michele. I'm going to sing for Trump. Her whole career was blackballed after that.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Her whole career was blackballed after that. She does not have one. Yeah. She can't book anything, because of it. So it didn't make a difference. And I'm not, understand something. The one thing I will say is that I'm not pessimistic. I'm in the fight. I'm in every single fight that, that goes on culturally. Even when it comes to immigration, that's close to my heart. It's a whole bunch of things that we can get involved in. I just don't, it's football, y'all. It's NFL. How does it benefit us?
Now, listen. I'm glad you said that because listen. I'm like, okay, it's football. You're not saving lives with it, this and this, but at the same time, it employs a lot of us as well too.
Yeah, a lot of us.
NFL employs a lot of us and gives us jobs in a lot of situations, just like the NBA does and whatever like that. So sports, even though we want to take it lightly, is still an integral part of our economy.
Yeah,
believe it or not,
makes people millionaires.
I know. I agree, but let me just say something to you again. So they'll let, and y'all know I ain't, and by any way, this is not against any, lesbian or whatever. They will let them put rainbows on shirts and stand up and whatever. The minute that those sisters put shirts on about police brutality, what did they do, y'all?
Yeah,
what did they do?
Absolutely.
Shut it down.
I'm just telling you that it is all I get it. It employs us. It does whatever. We good enough. I'm telling you, we good enough to play in the NFL. We good enough to do things in the NBA. But when we stand and use our platform for things that benefit us, y'all, the game change. It changes.
Yes, shut up and be happy you're getting paid.
But it's always been like that. And listen, I said the craziest thing. This is maybe about a couple months ago on the show, 3 months ago on the show. I said the key to the Black Lives Matter movement is having a white person lead it. Now, don't that sound crazy?
Absolutely. It sounds crazy.
That sounds crazy. The key to the Black Lives Matter movement is to have a white person lead it, because you know why? Because they changed the laws. They changed the laws, and they control the laws. So at the end,
Norm, real quick, let's do the trickle down effect, like you said, just exactly like you said. They changed the laws. They implement the laws. They're judges. They're lawyers. You understand what I'm saying? They got old money. It's just a systematic, it's just frustrating to me.
All right.
It's frustrating.
So real quick, earlier in the show we talked about the governor of California, Gavin Newsom. He changed 2 major laws in the state of California. Again, Caucasian man. He changed 2 laws that benefit how African Americans are treated. 2 laws. One about the natural hair. Yeah.
Did you see what you just said?
What? What?
You said a Caucasian man.
Yes.
Change laws that benefited us.
Absolutely.
That's the only way that is going to happen. But see, you got to realize, not to cut you off though, that's the only way it's going to happen. But you got to realize that's where the influence of a Jay-Z being able to sit in that arena is effective, because he's going to be the one that could speak to them on their kind of terms to understand, the plight of what our struggle is and what we're trying to do. So. We're not saying that Jay-Z himself is going to go in there and be the Messiah and be like splitting all of the football fields, the AstroTurf, and say, we're not saying that. But like Norm just said, it's going to take that Caucasian person or persons to make the change, and him being able to sit at that table and have that discussion with them when they're business partners. Has more weight than just somebody come and say, hey, we need to do this. Hey, we need to do that. They're now in business together. So who are you going to listen to? Some Joe Schmo Schmuck or somebody that's making money with you? Because we're making this money.
All I don't want him to be is this. and I'm gonna leave this, and I'm gonna listen to you guys when I'm in my meeting. But I don't want him to be the token black, because I see that at my job every day. You know,
it's Jay-Z.
I felt it at my job every day. I don't want him to be the token black. He's the token black. He's sitting there. He got to be deaf, mute, or whatever you want to call it. And then not only that now you done caused division, because now the black people are upset. You understand what I'm saying? Because I've seen that happen as well.
Let's be realistic who it is, though. This is Jay-Z. He's not going to be a token black.
But here's my thing, right? How quickly do we forget this man went and had irrigation ditches built in Africa so they can have clean water? How quickly we forget that he's trying to be a major part of prison reform, all of these things, right? So we can't discredit him to think that he's that stupid to let an organization controlled by Caucasians control him. All right? So we can't, that's what I'm saying. Give him a chance. Give him a chance. Let's see what he's going to do. Because with everything, with any type of change, when it comes to us, we have to have an origin. We have to have a start. So if he is the start, let's see what he starts doing. That's all. Give him a chance.
And I'm watching. I'm going to give him a chance, and I'm watching. Like I said, I just hope it doesn't. You understand? I just hope that it doesn't. Like I said, Obama had to see he was the table and got to do nothing.
Well, see,
he did some things, but then Trump got in office and he reverted everything back. But Obama did a lot of things.
He reversed everything.
The problem with Obama, this is what the problem is. The problem with Obama is that he wasn't Trump. Like, he could have easily did what Trump has been doing, but that was what was expected. Trump turned out to be the president that all the white people thought Obama was going to be. You know what I'm saying? Coming in, doing executive orders for whatever he want, not caring what nobody say or do. So Trump actually became Obama, or what they thought Obama was going to be. If Obama would have wanted to come in there and be a jackass like Trump and say, "Oh no, I don't care what y'all say. I'm gonna do an executive order this. I'm gonna do an executive order that." Yeah, he could have got a lot more stuff done, but that's not the American way. He was trying to do things the right way in his 8 years in office versus this ass clown just doing what he want to do.
Do you realize, like, you know, when he did want certain things, they kind of shut down? Do y'all remember?
Always.
Like, they were like,
yeah, they would shut down everything.
You know what I mean? They shut down. Oh, no. We don't agree to this, so we going, you know. And they made it really hard for him. And all I'm saying is, okay, you got a seat at the table. I will, like I said, I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt. I will give him the benefit of the doubt, but I will tell you that I hope it works. I hope it works.
Come on. We talking about the same man that basically, okay, so you know iTunes is shut down now. All right? See, Tidal changed the game. A lot of people won't even give him credit for that. Tidal changed the game. Even with artists, giving artists more money, giving you more percentage on the streaming or whatever. Artists was treated so poorly by majors throughout the years and distribution companies for so long. Jay-Z was an artist himself, as well as a black artist, and said, "Look, I'm going to own something that changes the game." Tidal is totally different than any other streaming service because Jay-Z recognizes the plight that artists have to go through. Exactly. And don't think he don't recognize the plight that African-American men and African-American people have to go through, too. So that's what I'm saying. Give him the benefit of the doubt. He's not a stupid dude. He's very smart. And listen, he's on to something. He's in a position of power now where he can change things. So they're going to. So Roger Goodell is going to respect another black billionaire.
Yeah, exactly.
That's all I'm
He's
saying.
He's one of my favorite artists. I'm not in any way trying to disrespect that man. He's a man. I get it. I just want him to be aware. I get all of that. Like I said, I love Jay-Z. I really do. I'm not talking bad about him, but there are certain things where, yeah, he's done some questionable things. Questionable things. I know his background on Norm. I know all the things that he's done that was great for us and that benefited black people and black artists. I get all of that. But there's some other things that weren't exactly correct as well.
Yeah.
That hurt us in some ways. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I feel you though, B. I'm just saying give him a shot. That's all I'm saying. Give him a shot.
Will do.
Let's see what he does first. And then like Tammy said earlier, then if he goes up in there and he does start shucking and jiving and being a clown, then that's when we come for the head. But right now, let's just give him a shot. That's all I'm saying. That's all.
Well, do.
All right.
Queen B.
Great you calling in, B.
Love you guys.
Love you too. Enjoy the rest of your day.
All right. Bye-bye.
No doubt, no doubt. Shout out to Tracy Abrams. Tracy said, what bothers me is the same people complaining about Jay-Z are the same people supporting the NFL by buying tickets and watching games on TV. We can't even unite to boycott games, but yet they're angry with Jay-Z. Exactly. Dorothy said, can we be happy? Damn, before anybody was willing or able to do big moves like this, give the brother a chance. Yeah, you got to give him a shot before we coming from the neck too soon.
Well, my thing is, I think a lot of people don't really look at the situation like thinking through. They're going off for emotions of the whole situation from start to now. But like I said, you got to be able to look at it on a business perspective, and just like I said, him being the businessman that he is, the things that he can do if he's in there. Yeah, we can move on.
No. True indeed.
Yep.
True. Shout out to we gonna lighten it up because we going a little hard. Shout out to my man Al Sharpton, Reverend Al. Right? I didn't know he got moves like this, bro, at his age, because everybody talking about him like he's so old, whatever, like this. I just got to run this clip. Al was getting down, man. So shout out to Al Sharpton.
Reverend Al with the heart of office, y'all. You better work, Reverend Al. You better work, Rev. Somebody make Reverend Al sweat that suit out.
I ain't gonna front. He can move better than me.
Man, listen.
Shout out to Al.
Brother Al, Reverend Al looked good. He lost all the weight through all the years, but he still got a big ass head. They ain't got nothing for that. Like, they ain't got no weight loss for your head.
Come on, man.
I'm just saying, like, his head just throws everything. Like, if he lean too much to one side, it's a wrap. But he looking good though. He lost a lot. Like he's kept the weight. I think he had a gastric bypass back there, or did he have a sleeve done?
I don't know.
Or whatever it is, he kept his weight off. He looks good.
Brother got
doing
moves.
better than me.
Reverend Al got some moves, man. Reverend Al got some moves. Let's read some comments. Sandy said, I believe Jay-Z has a plan. Let's see what it is. Give him a chance. Yeah, no doubt. Tammy said the brother is not done.
Facts.
And Phyllis said, I agree. Let's see what he's going to do, period. Erica said, I love this discussion. Y'all got it popping. Shout out to Tammy. Tammy said Jay-Z, along with the hip-hop community, is stopping China from totally imperializing Africa.
Yeah.
They trying to take completely over.
They are.
That was one of the things that he was working on with Obama. Yeah, and
but people got, not to cut you off, what people got to pay attention to, not just that, China is quietly buying up the world. Like, even China owns so much of us. Like, people got to really pay attention. China is very quietly and slowly buying up everything everywhere. Be aware of the power of that. Like, people aren't paying attention. They are very quietly buying up everywhere, including the United States. So don't be fooled by all this nonsense talk.
And they getting cool with Russia on the low. Let me tell you something. I'm going to tell y'all something right now.
Everywhere.
Listen, all this cocky talk about the U.S. military and this, and U.S. this, and U.S. that, whatever. You look at the U.S. on the map. We only but so small.
Yeah.
We only but so small. China is huge. Russia is huge. Them jokers team up. We in memory.
Man, listen.
You know what I'm saying? We in memory. But right now, other countries only rock with us for economic reasons.
Mm-hmm.
So let's keep
Absolutely,
it clear.
that is it.
A lot of other countries do not like us. They ain't feeling us. They think we too arrogant. We too cocky.
Yeah.
They think we're bullies. So the only reason they rock with us for economic reasons. You think Mexico like us? No, but tourism is a major part of the economy over there. DR, we're a major part of the economy over there. All these other places that we Jamaica.
Yep.
We're a major part of the economy over there. So tourism is big in a lot of these places. So this is why, you know what I'm saying, like all these cats decided to say, you know what, F America, just nuke them. or whatever like that. We can't stop them all. So we have to realize what's happening right now. And at least when Obama was in office, he kept the leaders in there in
people respected him,
and they respected him to a point, whereas they had good spirits at least with each other.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Right now, like Trump, like nobody trusts him.
He's like the bully.
Nobody trusts him.
That can't fight.
We can't trust him.
Exactly.
They can't trust him.
We can't trust him.
So it's like, it's crazy right now what we dealing with, and we so busy being distracted by a lot of little BS issues, right? When other things are going on, like we just totally looked over the fact that Russia just shot something up, but it blew up in their faces, and it killed their own scientists. Russia just shot up a nuclear missile. They don't know whether it was a test or what.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Because when they attack, it's going to be by surprise. We're not going to know people's trying to attack us, right? We don't know where that missile was going, right? But it just so happens that it blew up. It blew up in their face. It killed 6 scientists, Russian scientists, and it destroyed their own laboratory.
Yeah, somebody had to self-destruct on it. That's what happened.
Yeah, no, so something happened, and they're trying to figure out where was that missile going or what the case was. So we don't know, man. We just got to be very careful, very vigilant. We got to stop being so cocky. We got to stop getting in everybody's business in these countries and let them work their own situations out, because we got enough bullshit over here to deal with in America and everything, man, because I'm tired of going to places and visiting places and mugs be like, I can't stand y'all mugs.
Yeah, and they mean it too.
I hate America.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm just not feeling you jokers. Y'all so this, y'all so that. And I have to look at it and I'll be like, it's not me, personally. It's not me,
It wasn't me.
It's the White House.
Yeah.
It's the people in the White House. It's not us. We just want to enjoy our vacation. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying, man. Things are popping. So let's talk about this real quick. Because we need to address this. Mental health issues. We're going to take this call before we go into this. Caller from the 201. State your name where you calling from. You're on the Man Cave Morning Show. What's up? Caller?
Hey, guys. It's Danielle. How are you?
Danielle, welcome to the show.
Hello?
Hello. Can you hear us?
Thank you. I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes, you can. We can hear you.
Okay. I have to speak on this because I've been seeing so much on Facebook about, Jay-Z joined the NFL. Everybody's mad at Jay-Z for signing with the NFL, da-da-da-da. First and foremost, Jay-Z has a son who may decide, Dad, I want to join the NFL. In Jay-Z's mind, he may be thinking the same thing that I am. Let me do something to benefit my son before he's old enough to start making decisions on what he wants to do with his life. That's one. Secondly, how many people of our color complain about, nobody's in the NFL doing anything. Nobody's in the NFL trying to help. Nobody's in the NFL trying to do this. Nobody's in the NFL trying to do that. One person who can actually make a difference in the NFL, and now we complain, he's in the NFL. That's two. Thirdly, the man is a billionaire from the, excuse my language, I can't say the word, freaking projects. He did not get to be a billionaire from the projects by being stupid.
That's a fact.
What's stupid is a people of the black community.
We lost
your audio.
We lost you. Reception bad.
Yeah.
Can make. He didn't do the NFL. I mean, he didn't do the NBA. He didn't touch college football. That's all right. They're all right over there. He touched the one main component that needs to be touched, the NFL, and we're complaining. Idiots. I feel as though today, this was my Facebook post today. They're black people. Why are y'all so freaking stupid?
Wow.
Just dumb. And I'm not even a Jay-Z fan. I like one Jay-Z album, American Gangster. That's my favorite Jay-Z album. I have a couple of Jay-Z songs, but I'm not a Jay-Z fan. I can't sit and say I'm a fan of somebody and then say, but why did he do this? You can't be a fan of somebody and not support every move that they make. That's dumb, and that's you just contradicted everything you just said.
Yeah. But my whole thing with that whole statement that people make who are saying that too, like his music has nothing to do with his business accolade. Him as a musician has nothing to do with this. People like, well, I'm a real fan and I'm not a fan. That has nothing to do with the business part that he's trying to take care of. Like you said, the legacy that he's trying to be able to establish, the change he's trying to be able to manipulate, like that's what we got to look at. Forget that he even makes any music. Just look at his business, like you said, his business accolade. He came from the Marcy Projects in Brooklyn, New York, to be able to go anywhere he wants. So you said hang out in the White House. He hangs out with this person, that person. Like he's in the billionaires circle now from Marcy's Projects.
Exactly.
So if that in itself is not enough to be on the man's resume to say that, hey, maybe this is the person that we need to have in here because he went from slinging crack to, multi-million-dollar companies. Hey, maybe this guy knows what he's doing. Maybe he knows how to do a little bit of business. So, like I said, let's give him the shot. Like let's stop slamming him because, like you said, the people saying he signed a deal with the devil. But the only thing he really did, like you said, he got his foot in the door. And once your foot is in the door, the things you could do are endless. Trust me, there's going to be so many things that's going to happen over the course of these years that should benefit us. Let me put it that way.
Right. And there had to be a contract signed for him to join with the NFL. We don't know what's in that contract. We don't know what he put or how the contract was amended or the negotiation. Exactly. That was made before he signed that contract so that he can make the changes that he wants to make. The man is not stupid. He's not just going to sign a piece of paper just to say I'm part of the NFL. He don't need them. And he don't need their money.
And what I said from the beginning of this whole situation, I already see his ultimate end game. His ultimate end game is owner's box, and I don't mean small percentage owner. Like that's his ultimate end game. Is I could see him bringing in some more black investors, so that that there could be a all black owned football team, whether he had to buy a team or start his own team.
Well, he already so here's the report: Jay-Z to become part team owner. All right, so everybody's like, what team is it, and everything. So recently, rapper Jay-Z partnered with the NFL to become part of the Super Bowl halftime process. Now it seems like Jay-Z is trying to further his role in the NFL and has a significant interest in becoming a part team owner. All right, the specific details of which team that might be hasn't come out yet, but the decision is expected to happen in the near future. As of now, the rapper mogul is projected to be worth $1 billion, which can put him in a position to be a minority owner.
Yeah.
Now, so it's speculation that the team he's about to be a part of is the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Yeah, I've seen those.
That's what speculation is. We don't know yet, but even if that happens,
that must mean the buying is low.
Yeah. But
that's a big market, though.
And he's only going to be 5% owner.
But even still, at 5%, see that what people don't even realize with that, being that minority owner, that still is going to up his stake in his stock. Like the money that he'll make off that, he'll be able to put that to the side and build it up, like to become a majority owner. Like I said, this is the NFL, and like I said, in Pittsburgh, and he's smart. Like so, I'm sure that he's researched all that. Pittsburgh is a huge market. You know what I'm saying? It's a good market. So he know that his return on his dollar is going to be good. You got loyal Pittsburgh fans, as far as buying stuff, So that would be a good market for them to buy. It's like I said, I already seen the light before the wheels really started turning and some people talking.
As soon as I heard it, I'm like, all right now.
Yeah,
let's go.
Like there's still foot to get in, but ultimately, trust me, I know he wants to be an owner, and he'll start with a little piece first. But I already know his ultimate goal is going. This is what I'm saying. Trust me, we'll see it come to fruition. His ultimate goal is to have an all-black owned team. Like I said, whether he and some investors buy a team, like he came up with Puffy and whoever else got this money, long money, Oprah maybe, or he starts his own team. And one or two of those things are going to happen.
Yeah, I believe that will happen. But just going back to the initial conversation is that it's way too soon for people to make judgment.
To be even upset.
Yeah, and to be upset over what Jay-Z's intent is. And and then at the same time, it's like you don't know how this can change how the NFL looks at our situations as African Americans either. So
exactly,
and so
start helping in communities where these teams are at.
Yeah. So we don't know where this is going to play out, whatever. So I'm just saying, give it time, wait, and just shut your damn mouth. And in Flex, you don't even need to comment on what Jay-Z is doing and what he's not doing or whatever like that, because you got to. What are you doing, bro? What are you doing over in other countries or whatever? Exactly. What are you doing to help out African Americans or whatever? And see, a lot of people that's talking this ish don't do anything to help out their brothers and sisters. So that's what I'm saying. Unless
speculate, and gossip about other people's stuff. Exactly. But you're not doing nothing.
Exactly.
Nothing at all.
You don't show up. You don't make no type of donations. You ain't showing up to marches. You ain't trying to help do this in your community.
Somebody on the street.
Or whatever the case may be. But you got all this to say about somebody else that is trying to do something. So y'all just need to shut the hell up and let this man do what he's going to do.
Do his job. Do what he gonna do. But listen, I'm gonna say this before I go back. When he started in the entertainment business, whether he signed to Sony, he was signed to somebody before he branched off and started his own label.
Mm-hmm.
So if he did that in the entertainment business, what do you think he's gonna do in the sports game? He ain't dumb.
Nah. Far from it.
He's not dumb.
Far from it. But read some of
the ones that's complaining about it is dumb.
Like I said, we got to give him a chance to see what even happens, and and take it from there. I just said give him a chance.
I'm excited to see.
Yeah, give him a chance, and we know at least if nothing else, we're gonna have some bomb halftime shows.
No doubt.
Right.
No doubt. All right. So Mal Davis says so. Basically, he got a chance to be a part owner and change his whole tune. Now we're past kneeling. Well, here's the thing. We've been past kneeling. Just like let me tell you something. Just like at some point marches bring awareness to things.
Yeah, we can't march
things, but how much change does it cost? So just like kneeling brings awareness to the situation, but how much change does it actually cause? So that was the start. So now, with every problem, you have to start coming up with a solution for every problem.
Right.
So we know the solution.
And this is my thing.
Go quick. We know the solution is not kneeling, and just like we know the solution is not marching.
Exactly.
All right.
I'm not marching nowhere. It's like
no. I can march for something, but best believe it. If I'm a part of a march, my next move is going to be a plan of action. A plan of some serious action.
Just skip the march and get to the plan.
But I get it.
And
you got to bring awareness to it, because you know what? Marching will bring out the media, which has always been a tactic of any great civil rights leader. We got to get the media's attention. All right, just like anything. Until they saw the world saw people being hit with water hoses and being attacked and beat with billy clubs and everything. When the world saw that brought attention to the civil rights movement. So a lot of people got to realize everything is strategic. Everything has some type of strategy behind it. Marching has a strategy behind it, because now you're drawing attention. Now, once you get the attention, what's your plan of action? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Go ahead, Danielle.
And with him being part of the whole entertainment, the Super Bowl, the music part of the NFL, what does that do? Bring on more black artists to be able to be part of the Super Bowl, who would have never been able to have that opportunity to be part of the Super Bowl if Jay-Z did not have the, I guess, ownership or whatever big part he has in the part of the music that the NFL plays. Like, people, are you not seeing the big picture? And then Colin Kaepernick, he wants to be upset, like, but bro, you kneeled. So you think your kneeling stance was supposed to be the only thing done for the NFL to make a difference? All you did was kneel.
Well, I got a question.
That's it.
Who even said that he was upset? Like, I haven't heard Colin himself come out and say.
His girlfriend speak.
Yeah, his girlfriend is supposed to be hot. I haven't heard him come out and make a statement about any of this yet that he was upset. So even people say that, and that's another thing that what's wrong with this is bringing it, like, we all united to some degree behind this. So it seems like now this is dividing people again about the whole situation, and it's pitting people against people who never even said that they were against each other. So now it's Jay-Z was with him, and now Jay-Z and Colin are against. Like, I've never heard that. Nobody has said. I mean, he hasn't come out and said one word about, I'm mad at Jay that he made this move, and people are like, well, did he ask Colin first? Like, he's a grown man. Why would he have to ask him that? I mean, I don't know. I just think it's a lot. It's being blown out of proportion in a whole lot of different ways. Like I said, before we even know what anything, this all just happened, and nothing actually has happened yet.
Just wait, maybe.
Right.
Maybe we may have to do a show like, damn, Jay sold out.
And if that is the case, it'll be done. But he has to be allowed to do something first.
Yeah, it has to start. Everything has to start from somewhere. There's a nucleus.
There's a nucleus
to everything, man.
Right.
Danielle,
and
thanks
I
for calling.
did see something about Colin. I'm gonna send it to you. I'm gonna inbox to you because I did see something briefly. I'm gonna see if I can find it again. In
All right, sweetie. Thanks for calling in. We got to touch this topic a little bit. Shout out to everybody on check-in, man. Everybody in your comments. Shout out to my man Richard Nunn on the check-in. Wolf Nation. Shout out to my man Mal on the check-in. Nah, Eric, I ain't tell you to shut the hell up. I'm saying, listen. I'm saying all the attacks. I mean, look, just wait. Just wait a second before we jump on them. Because trust me, y'all jump on them, I'm going to jump on them too if it's warranted. But right now, we know nothing. We know nothing. We just hearing bits and pieces. I like to get all the facts together before we jump on the attack. That's all I'm saying, Eric.
Exactly.
It's all love. Nothing but love for you, Eric. Shout out to Sandy. Sandy said Jay-Z's a genius. Yeah, no doubt. Erica J. Brown, his end game is himself and maybe a few of his friends, but I know it ultimately won't benefit the Black America as a whole. Any move you make in sports is really not going to benefit Black America as a whole.
No,
but it's a start. It's a section of what's going on. And NFL is a corporation.
Yes.
And if you can make changes or shake up a corporation, you know what I'm saying, to start respecting the plight of African Americans, that's good enough. That's a start. Some of us need to start over here. You work on that section over here to improve African Americans' situation. You work on this section over here to improve African American situation. I'll get this section right here. You get that section right there. It's a joint effort.
Definitely joint effort.
Jay-Z is not going to change it alone. Just like Obama couldn't change it alone.
Exactly.
But we attacked him. We became first. We was all excited. Oh my God, we were crying. I seen all of us crying, no matter where we was at. We was at bars and everything, and we saw those election results. Remember how united we was. Remember how we came together and we was hugging strangers and was crying and all of that. All that energy we should have kept throughout this man's administration, the 8 years of Obama administration. But now we went on an attack and realized because in our heads, in our minds. This is how we think small.
Free chicken for everybody. Little Ray Ray and them getting out of jail.
We wanted him to do everything in the world, him to be our savior.
Yeah, it wasn't gonna happen.
We know the opposition that this man faced. And we went on the attack. We don't back each other enough. We don't support each other enough.
And my thing is,
we're quick to come for somebody's head, man, without realizing everything that they're dealing with.
Exactly. But I think people's expectations of what he was going to do for the Black community was so blown out of proportion. Anyway, as the United States president, you cannot pick out one specific group of people and say, hey, I'm going to do this for them and only them. Like that didn't even make sense. But that was some people's mentality and thinking like, oh, he didn't do nothing for Black people and he was supposed to do this for us.
$100,000 check for you all.
Yeah, like, you can't do that. You're the president of the whole United States of America. And if you look at, like I said, the things that, like I said, a lot of stuff that he did try to put into place, he got opposition everywhere on every turn. And some of the stuff that he did get done, he had to change it up and put certain stipulations and change some things to even have that happen. That some people say, oh, he did this and that. Yeah, because you know what? In order to get this done, he had to do this. It was a give and take. So with any sitting president, if you think that they're going to do something just for your kind, like that's not going to happen. And we were delusional as a group of people. I won't say, well, I say we because I am Black, but I wasn't in that group because I didn't think he was going to be the savior of Black people. and I think we got to give him just due for what he did.
Please, we heard people when we started.
People was mad. Mad.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm still broke. I still ain't got a job. Well, you go fill out an application. No, I ain't filled no applications, but I should just get a job.
You got any personal skill sets? While you waiting to get a job?
I can smoke a blunt. I can smoke hella blunts.
See, stop making And my thing is, I hate finger pointing and blaming. It's like people got so many excuses again without checking themselves. Man, cut it out, man. Cut it out. But I'm just saying, on a lot of levels, we got to stop attacking each other so quickly, man.
On every level,
and be more supportive. Bro, you remember when we first started BKS in the first year, people was like, "That ain't gonna last a year." And then when we was in 2 years, that ain't gonna last another year. And then when we was in 3 years, that ain't gonna last another year. This one,
Yeah.
Little do they know. We don't tell everybody our business.
Nope.
City contracts.
Nope.
Contracts with this, that. Y'all don't know. It's like y'all don't know because at the same time, it's like this is why you gotta give people the benefit of the doubt. You don't know what they're dealing with.
Exactly.
You don't know the behind the scenes. What's going on. Relax. Be more supportive. Give people a push instead of a pull.
Wow.
Real talk, man. Real talk. Shout out to everybody on check-in. I want to tap on. We got 15 minutes of the show. Let's tackle some of these mental health issues things. Signs you may need to get checked out for mental health issues. I hope President Trump is listening as well. But no, these are real signs and everything. And again, stop thinking, that stigma that's attached to mental health. All right, there's nothing wrong. It's just like anything else. It's just like a headache, a cut, a bruise, a scrape, whatever. You need to get it treated. You need to get it treated. So stop being so ashamed. If you got to visit a therapist, if you got to visit a psychiatrist, a psychologist, your pastor to talk, a counselor, whatever the case may be, so what? So what? You're making moves to better yourself. You're making strides to better yourself. Forget what people say, man. Forget what people say. So let's talk about some of these signs real quick. Again, shout out to Lucida. All right, and we're going to give you, and there's a toll-free number, too, that you can reach out to if any of these signs are applicable to you. All right, so shout out to Lucida. We're going to give you 10 signs you need mental health treatment. 10 signs. All right, so we're going to look at these as well, P.
Yeah.
All right, and this is real talk. Number one is you are having a difficult time coping with life in general. Or cannot function on a day-to-day basis. That's number one. All right, so perhaps you notice that you are not able to function as well as you once did, or in a way that is appropriate for your particular circumstance. There also appears to be no reasonable explanation for your diminished coping skills. All right, while some mental health conditions develop gradually, others can have a relatively fast onset. All right, so if you're having a difficult time coping in life in general or cannot function on a day-to-day basis, you need to seek some help. Number two, you have impulsive or obvious mood swings. All right, some psychiatric disorders involve significant mood fluctuations. The changes may be rapid, as in borderline personality disorder, or occur over several days or weeks, as in bipolar disorder. Drug and alcohol use and certain medications can also contribute to erratic moods. All right, so anybody notice can relate to these two that we talking about? You may need to seek some help. All right, we're going to go into 3 and 4, and then we're going to see what comments we have in the chat. All right, number 3, you feel sad, blue, hopeless, or down most of the time. This is often a red flag for depression, a mental health disorder affecting an estimated 350 million people of all ages worldwide. While occasionally feelings of sadness or feeling down are a part of being human, it is abnormal when they are long-lasting or chronic. If other symptoms are present, such as poor concentration, sleep disturbances, low energy, or feelings of hopelessness or worthlessness, depression is a likely clinical diagnosis.
Wow, that's a deep one right there.
All right?
It's a lot of people.
Yeah, and then number 4, you worry excessively or feel anxious a lot of the time. Anxiety or irrational fear is a common symptom of many disorders, including obsessive compulsive disorder, OCD, generalized anxiety disorder, post-traumatic stress disorder, PTSD, social anxiety disorder, and phobias. Anxiety can be paralyzing and is a constant presence can wreak havoc on your health, sleep, and other aspects of daily functioning. All right, so let's deal with these first four. Anything you see that relates to UP?
No.
All right. Let's see. DT said you can't be a fool for someone else, but be a fool for your own soul. Jay-Z. Okay. Let's see. What we got? Okay. Dorothy Bolton. Let's read Dorothy's comment. Says a lot of folks suffer from PTSD by their upbringing, seeing the disturbing images of gun violence and police brutality, and repeatedly seeing our history of oppression and being passive, aggressive mistreatment today in life, work, and other areas of life. Asking for help is a strength, not a weakness. No doubt. Definitely. Let's clap that up. Yeah. Gonna clap that up, Doc.
Yeah.
Real talk. Right there.
And that is deep right there. I never even thought about that. If you think about the kids now, that's probably why a lot of them do have these issues, because this is all that they've seen growing up throughout their lives. Like with us, it was different. Like it wasn't as bad, you know. But these kids now, that's all the images that they're seeing. Like every week they'd see a mass shooting. Like we never was scared to go to school, thinking about somebody coming shooting up the school. I mean, it's gotten so bad to the point that when I first seen this, I shook my head and I was like, wow, like that's deep. That they have bulletproof book bags now, like at Staples and stuff. Like they sell bulletproof book bags. So that's got to be part of my school list now for sending my kids or my grandkids to school. I got to buy them a bulletproof book bag in hopes that if a mass shooter comes in and they shoot them, hopefully they shoot him in the back and the book bag stops the bullet. Like that's crazy. I couldn't even imagine having to as a child, where your mind is still being molded, to have to live like that. Think about, I'm going to school there. Am I going to make it home?
Right.
Wow.
No doubt. If you just joined us, we're talking about 10 signs you may need mental health treatment. Real talk. So any of these are you, it's okay. Like Dot said, seeking out help is a strength, not a weakness.
It's a fact.
5 and 6. Let's talk about 5 and 6. Number 5, you cannot shake the impact of past or recent traumatic events. You can't shake the impact of past or recent traumatic events. You just can't shake it. You just can't cut it loose. Trauma can turn your life upside down and take a very serious toll on your psyche. Unwanted images and memories are often branded into your brain, leaving you with an awful sensation of being stuck without a way to heal and move on. Seemingly unrelated things can trigger these memories and leave you desperate to get rid of them. All right. I know a lot of people like this, man. They can't, something that, like, again, happened in their past where they just can't shake it, whatever, and it's affecting how they live today.
Yeah.
So you need to talk to somebody about it. You need to seek some type of help. And number 6, the obvious, you're contemplating suicide.
Wow.
You think about taking yourself out all the time. I know people that think like that too.
Yeah.
Suicidal thoughts and actions are primarily associated with major depression and other mood disorders. If you are thinking about suicide, it is imperative that you seek help immediately.
Please.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes. Listen, I don't know what anybody's telling you, but you only get one life.
Facts.
Once you decide to take yourself out, there's no coming back from it. And, if you're thinking like that, just get some help, man. Just talk to somebody.
Please.
Reach out. Again, here's a number right here from Lucida you can reach out to, and that's 888-693-1450. Again, that's 888-693-1450. Okay, we're going to go to 7 and 8. 7 and 8. You use alcohol, street drugs, prescription drugs, over-the-counter medications, other substances, or damaging activities to numb emotional pain. Over-the-counter medications. Some people abuse NyQuil.
Yeah.
and these medicines that, you know, are nighttime medicines, they abuse it, whatever, just because they trying to just get to sleep because they don't want to deal with nothing they going through, or they don't want to deal with a person, or they don't want to deal with this or whatever like that, and they over abuse that. So it don't have to be just alcohol and prescription drugs. It could be over the counter medications too. You know, so when you turn to things outside yourself in a desperate attempt to cope, it usually signals the presence of serious underlying problems. The use of substances or activities as a means of an escape can lead to substance abuse and other addictive disorders. Instead of alcohol or drugs, some people rely on gambling, sex, or other behaviors that spiral out of control until they become addictive and negatively impact their life. All right, so check out number 7. If this is you, go get some help. Number 8, you have serious anger management issues that result in a very bad temper. I'm looking at POV. Y'all can't see me right now. Number 8. Yeah, bruh.
Whatever.
All right, bruh.
Me?
Hold on. Yeah, that temper. Number 8. I'm laughing, but I'm not laughing. Significant instability, hostility, rage, and frequent outbursts of anger can signal the presence of a mental health problem. Anger not only drains emotional and physical energy, but has a negative impact on health, relationships, and work. Unresolved anger can also easily lead to substance abuse, emotional and physical abuse of others, destruction of property, and self-destructive behavior. And number 9 and 10, you have irrational fears that interfere with your life. Irrational fears can involve a variety of things, including the fear that people are watching you or following you, and extreme fears such as animals, as dogs or spiders, and the fear of situations like flying over social situations. Irrational fears can become excessive in nature, leading to persistent and intrusive thoughts and create significant anxiety and detrimental behaviors. And number 10, you have an unusual, highly troubled relationship with food and eating. A distorted body image. You see yourself as fat when your weight is normal, or you are underweight, is often a red flag for the beginning stages of an eating disorder. Eating disorders tend to consume a significant amount of time and energy, but more importantly, can lead to long-term health risks and even death.
Wow.
All right, so y'all saw the 10 we went over real quick. And if any of these are you may need some help. Again, it don't necessarily have to be a psychiatrist. It could be a psychologist, counselor, your pastor. Talk to somebody, therapist, talk to somebody. But here's a toll-free number we'll give you, Lucida, 888-693-1450. All right, so hopefully this may have helped somebody out. Again, if you haven't already, make sure you share today's show out, man. Share the Man Cave Morning Show out. We will be back tomorrow for another edition of the Man Cave Morning Show. And yeah. Again, any of these signs relate to you, please get some help. All right. Now, on a good note, don't forget what's popping this Thursday, the After Work Ride. All right, with BKS1 Radio at Gavelstone, man. Listen, Growing Sexy, the After Work Ride. So as soon as you get off of work, make sure you head over to Gavelstone. We rocking from 7 p.m. to 12 midnight. From 7 p.m. to 12 midnight. It's the After Work Ride every Thursday. All right. With yours truly, DJ Storm Norm, DJ Smooth P, DJ Jess, DJ KT, and DJ Big H, man. Gavelstone got a new ride. It's the After Work Ride, all right? So come rock out with us this Thursday. We need to see everybody in the house.
We need y'all in the building.
This Thursday. We need y'all in the building this Thursday, all right? So we want to see y'all this Thursday. And, of course, you know where we're going to be at? TGI Fridays, Friday Night Live, 10 p.m. to 1 a.m. It's the happy hour mix going down. Music is powered by WBKS1.com. We're talking about TGI Fridays that's located at 1315 Centennial Avenue, Piscataway, New Jersey. All right, come get them half-price appetizers and them drink specials and just have a good time, man. Have a good time. We playing nothing but that feel-good music, man. We're going to have a good time. This week, I'm feeling like doing the trivia, so we're going to give out some prizes this week at Gavelstone. At Gavelstone, we're going to give out some prizes. We're going to do some trivia, too. We're going to have some fun this week. So make sure you come to Gavelstone for the Thursday after work ride, all right? So, man, yo, it was a full-packed show, bro.
Yeah. Went by fast.
Yeah, this went by fast today. Yeah. 2 hours went quick.
Yeah.
We want to thank everybody for joining us.
Definitely.
Again, make sure, again, you check out the Owl Show tonight. That's from 7 to 8:30 p.m. Again, the Owl Show's from 7 to 8:30 p.m. with your girl, Chanel and Queen B. And again,
later on 9 o'clock.
Keep rocking out with BKS, man. And look, we got more BKS shirts coming.
Yes.
More BKS paraphernalia is coming and everything. So we will get them out to you as we get them. All right. So just keep it locked to BKS, the Man Cave Morning Show. And we appreciate you all because you know what? This show is.
Before we tell them that.
Oh, what happened?
We got to tell them to keep it locked later on, too, because after the Owl Show, you got the In the Game show at 9 o'clock.
In the Game.
Yes, with Old Dog, the Statistician, and Short Fuse the Ghost.
Yeah, the sports show tonight, 9 p.m.
Yes.
And everything. Always something popping at BKS on radio.
Yes.
And then when the live shows are not on, don't forget the 24-hour music play is on with DJs from all across the country.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, man. Listen, this is the station to go to for everything. So keep it locked. BKS1radio.com. Again, if you don't have the TuneIn app, you can upload the app right on this phone, on your phone, the free version, and just listen to music and the live shows throughout the day. All right, so make sure you get that TuneIn app, and just once you download the TuneIn app, right in the search, just put BKS1 Radio, and we pop right up, right along with WBLS Hot 97 and BKS1 Radio. All right, so get that TuneIn app. Again, if somebody missed the show, share it out. And we're going to see y'all tomorrow morning because remember, it's never about us.
It's always about you.
Because
you are the next best kept secret.
We see y'all tomorrow because we love y'all, man.
Ain't a damn thing y'all could do about it.
Not a damn thing. Peace and blessings.
Peace. We out.
Cave Morning Show on BKS1 Radio. Still Hughley, listen to the Man Cave.